Welcome back. And if you've been watching Good Day, you know we've mentioned that later this morning, Mayor-elect Eric Adams is expected to officially announce his pick for the NYPD's next police commissioner, Nassau County Chief of Detectives Keyshawn Sewell. Well, yesterday, I sat down with the outgoing police commissioner, Dermot Shea, before either of us knew who the new police commissioner would be, but he did offer up some advice and says it's time to change bail reform laws.
We saw skyrocketing crime before anyone had ever heard of COVID. You then pushed more people out of the jails, and you had a crime surge and violence surge that we're still trying to claw back from. So, incredibly complicated criminal justice system with many parts that is fragile at best. There is no room for politics in there. For the next mayor of New York City, Eric Adams, and the next police commissioner, what do you think should be their #1 priority? That's a great question. They have different tasks. As I see it, if it's going to be harder for somebody coming outside, they got to learn real quick people on internally and externally and what the lay of the land is in the department. But everything is focused on people, and people and keeping people safe. So somebody coming from in the department is going to be way ahead on that, but that doesn't mean they're going to be better for the job either. So it's all about people and keeping people safe. Continuing to build the trust between the police and the community, I think that's been miscategorized at times. If you think back to the murder of George Floyd and what we saw there, Lord help me, never want to go back to that period of time, but in many ways I don't think it was as bad as that period of time kind of just ignited. But you better pay attention, because obviously there was a lot of mistrust at the same time. Coming out of that, we've done an incredible amount of work to kind of rally, work with communities, work with organizations, work with elected officials, partnering on reform initiatives. I went around the city, there's been a lot of work done. So you got to continue to do that, but you got to keep New Yorkers safe at the same time. So I always thought, from my view, you're working for the police department, you're working for the community, and then you're also working for the elected officials and the mayor, and you got to find that balance. The new mayor is talking about putting more officers back on the beat. Is that true? I've seen that report, yeah. And what do you think? Do you think that will help? Well, I mean, the number that I just saw yesterday when I got my daily email was, I think we're over 2,000 down from the peak right now. Really? Just people who've retired and want to go somewhere else and be a police officer? It was a combination of defunding and attrition. Putting officers on the beat can be a challenge, because right now the head count, Rosanna, is about 35,000 uniform members and about 18,000 civilian members. I mention the civilians because they're often overlooked, but they're the engine under the hood that lets us do our job. You hear it often in my world, where let's get the cops back on the street, have civilians do jobs that civilians can do, and get cops out from behind desks, right? We've all heard that. Yes. We're down 2,000 civilians right now. So when you start to think of all these complex pieces, of course everyone wants cops on the street. Of course we want cops on the street, walking around neighborhoods, connecting to the communities. The mayor is right. I want that. He wants that. Every police commissioner that follows me will want the same thing. But it's a balancing act of existing resources, best way to fight crime. How do we respond to emergencies quick? How do we deal with the counterterrorism side and other things? And when you boil all this up, I think whoever she is will quickly get a handle on it and do a phenomenal job keeping all these balls in the air. How do you feel about Chief of Police Rodney Harris going to Suffolk County? He's had a phenomenal career here. I don't think people fully appreciate everything that he's done. He's worked all over the city. He's been an undercover. He's worked in internal affairs. He's been a detective. He's run precincts. He's run boroughs. He's been the chief of detectives. I mean, he really had a phenomenal career. He wasn't going to be the police commissioner. although I think he would have been a great choice if it had gone that direction. I think he took a career opportunity, and I think the people of Suffolk County are luckier for it.
The days are numbered. You're retiring. What was the reason? You're only 52 years old.
I'm transitioning to a new chapter. I'm not retiring.
You're not. Give us a little hint.
No hints, but I'll be working. I'll be working shortly after the New Year's is the plan. I'll take a little time off, and then let's start the next chapter.
Is it in enforcement, or is it in the private sector?
I've said enough already, Rosanna.
Oh. When you look back, what do you think is your greatest accomplishment?
Oh, I love that question. You know, the year or two that we went through, for the department as a whole, I would say, just weathering the storm in incredible circumstances. If you had drawn up this scenario, I don't think most people would believe it. You know, we're going to have laws that let the criminals out of jail. Then we're going to defund the police on top of it. We're going to do it all during a pandemic. And I could go on and on, right? So, you know, when you look at the attrition that we continue to face and everything else, you know, Rosanna, we've had 14 police officers shot in 2020 and 21. So in the face of everything that's been going on, you know, incredibly proud that they never wavered and came to work every day in those most difficult circumstances across the country and kept doing what they do to keep New Yorkers safe.
And you don't want to give me a hint on what you're going to do next?
I would rather not.
Will you be staying in the New York area?
I believe so.
You're not going to go down to Florida and desert us, right?
No, no. New York area. Okay. I'm a New Yorker.
I tried. I tried my best. All right, coming up at 9 o'clock, I still have more of my sit-down interview with outgoing Police Commissioner Dermot Shea. So I ask him about the high-profile quality-of-life crimes that are taking place at the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. You're going to want to know about this because if you plan to take your kids by the tree, there's a lot of things going on there that you should know about. And of course, we also talk about the burning down of the Fox News Christmas tree, how these crimes are hindering the city's comeback. You know,
such a great interview.
Those kind of things really kind of color how we perceive things are going in New York City.
And you get this insight into how someone that was doing it day in and day out, you know, ran the city.
True.